everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We did a daily. It's a complicated situation. I got a multi-threaded process here, DAE. I don't want to do two dailies in a row. If I do a random run and then a daily, the daily backlog gets further away. I don't know why that matters if it's, you know, December 10th or October 3rd when it's already in the past and you can't do it anyway, but some people take offense to it. But you know what? Yesterday's daily was fun. Ooh, today's daily is Lilith, which, if nothing else, gives me like a great excuse to do a daily. Although it only goes to Mom's Heart, which is kind of a bummer. But we like doing Lilith runs because it's uncomfortable. You know, you got to face your fears to some extent. It depends on what your fear is. Sometimes you got to face your fears. It's exposure therapy, and I'm not talking about what people ask you to work for if you're an artist on Twitter, am I right? I don't know anything about the art community. Anyway, it sounded like it was a joke about people exposing themselves to you. No, it was about a joke about like, hey, could you draw me an avatar? I'll give you 5% of my Twitter's net worth in 2020, but I can't afford to give you $1 right now. Get dusted. I am a little disappointed. There's like actually no conceivable means for us to go to the room, like, you know, the Isaac's room. So unfortunately, we're just heading down to the next floor. But we didn't take any damage at all. Admittedly, there might have been one more thing we could do on that floor, but I'm not sure if the juice is worth the squeeze. You know, we could have, well, we'll try this. We could have gone to the shop. Ooh, I think does this work with? It does work with Incubus. Okay. We could have gone to the shop. The shop might have been like a lucky shop. And then if the shop was indeed a lucky shop, we would have gotten 2 cents, possibly been able to buy a bomb, and then I'm like trying to rack my brain. Like, is there still no way for us to get in there? Maybe, maybe not. I stand by the sulfuric tears pickup. It did give us a bomb, which is worth something. And then it kind of gives us infinite bombs as long as we're willing to wait. And we're not really rich on time, but we're rich on it for now at the very least, so try to use that to crack like pots whenever possible. Maybe we can get a quarter out of it, go to the shop, pick up pay to play, and you know, all of a sudden we're off to the races. And by off to the races, I mean have a very modest improvement in our utility on this run. But sometimes in Isaac, you know, a winning run, a very bold run. Let's make it as flowery as possible. A bold run is made up of very modest choices sometimes. Can I do that in like kind of a pseudo Barack Obama impression? A bold run was made of many modest choices. Wise men say, only fools rush in. But I can't help. No, that's more like William Shatner. I can't help. Endlessly spinning off into an absurd degree of bad impressions. Help. Taking a little bit of damage. I don't find myself offended by this damage. This damage, I think, is acceptable in the sense that the run is bad so far, or not amazing, and a lot of people are probably going to be falling victim to the same things we're falling victim to. Wouldn't this find the secret room if it were here? Let's go! Alright, Galaxy Brain. We should go. We've got plenty of time, which is why we're gonna go back here. Oh, you're an idiot, though. No, it was just a very elaborate play to start working on Cambion Conception. You wouldn't understand. It's like you gotta have a really big brain to make plays like that. Most people don't get it. Honestly, like, it kind of worked in a way. Like, we were doing fine on money now. Let's go back and see if there's anything in here. We kind of want to keep our HP high, though, because we know we're going to have to play a self-sacrifice room in the future. I'm going to make a bold choice. Algiz. I'm going to use Algiz. Worst case scenario, we end up getting a lot more money than we otherwise would have had. Maybe a luck upgrade or two. Best case scenario, Blood Bag. Yeah, Blood Bag. IV Bag is not really what we're looking for. Now, Alges sometimes just, like, leaves without telling us. Please don't do that. I swear that one paid out with nothing. He's done it. Well, we'll definitely take this. In the end, I can't be too mad. It did give us 38 cents, something like that. Let's go peep this. I think I do want to give it a try. And we didn't get a key in our first one, so I'm extremely offended. Keep in mind, by the way, that the ones with Alges won't count, but everything else, you know, that we played with without having invincibility is going to make Cambion Conception just get a little closer to working. It's going to slow us way down on this floor, but I think this actually could give us a huge leg up in the competition on the daily overall. And, you know, some people, I think, you're guilty of trying to make things too convenient. Not everybody, but, you know, sometimes you look at a daily and you go to Mom's Heart and you say, it's just a garbage daily. I'm guilty of that sometimes, you know, it's something easy to judge a run by. But it's not fair. Yeah, I think I'd prefer Lucky Toe. It's not fair. Because we could have this, you know, we could go to the self-sacrifice room and make something amazing happen on this run. In the end, you know, that's kind of up to the seed and up to us, but, you know, I think already we've had a pretty nice kind of transformation on this floor. We could buy a key and start to open more of those chests back there, and admittedly, that could be the sort of thing that makes a big difference. And you're also going to say, well, why don't you go back and play that blood bank some more? And you may indeed be correct that that's like an ideal approach, but in fact, I think I'm going to do it because it takes us closer to Cambion Conception. And if we get Cambion Conception, you know, we might get a Little Brim, we might get an Incubus, we might get a Succubus. All of those are huge improvements that justify taking another 30 or 40 seconds to make them come to pass. Now, we could get, like, Demon Baby. Not bad, but not the kind of caliber of item we're looking for. But let's see, it depends on this to some extent. Oh, don't take that yet. Okay. Oh, I love it. It's just, it's already amazing. So we'll pop this because Little Brimstone is thus free. And Little Brim is already good. Then we'll come back. You know what? Now we will not go back because we only have 1 HP. And I feel like we made the right decisions there. I don't know if I'd suggest that we got too far ahead of, you know, the theoretical competition, but not at all displeased by this. One moment. Hello, my cats. No meows? Ruka! Yeah, I hear him out there. What's the problem, buddy? I know you don't like me closing the door when I'm the only one in the apartment, but I gotta be honest, it was a little chilly. And when I closed the door, my office is like 80 square feet total, so actually it's probably more like 50 square feet total. So the computer essentially heats the whole room, and I was feeling mighty cozy here. Now, alternatively, I could put on some pants, which would also be a nice alternative, but it's a Thursday. What's the point of working from home if you can't go pantsless Thursday? Not interested in that right there. I was just about to say, man, I really hope we have enough money to get an arcade on the next floor. Something tells me that won't be a problem, and that something is a basic knowledge of numbers. Not even math, just like what a number is. Oh, hey, sack hat. Now that's an item. And sure. Thanks for the key. I will take a spirit heart as well, because again, at some point, and sadly, it might even be on this floor, although I doubt we'll do it, even if it is the right call. We should play a self-sacrifice room in order to make this run go further. Of course, like, if you don't watch too many dailies, maybe. Whoa, that's so bad. It's so bad of you to not watch dailies. No, it's so bad that we're in this situation where we got holy water. Not a huge help. Anyway, the whole point is, you know, there's kind of like an optimal way to approach runs depending on when they end. The optimal way to excuse me? The optimal way to approach a run that ends on Mom's foot is to do boss rush, teleport out, and then find some way to get down to the next floor, whether that be a self-sacrifice room that takes you all the way to the end, or, you know, an AWAS room that takes you down one floor, followed by a self-sacrifice room. You know, they do kind of all share a terminus. Please? 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 Not a secret room. So yeah, in the end, it does kind of come down to that. But we don't want to do it on this floor, because you want to do it as exactly late as possible and no earlier. Because you miss out. It's like leaving a party at the inopportune time. Excuse me. Let's go. Oh, I mean, it's great, except for the fact that we don't have, like, nearly enough money to probably, or nearly enough HP to probably make it work. Compass is very nice, though. And what do we get here? Death card. Much better than Ace of Diamonds, which literally just has almost no use. No offense meant to the hardworking game designers. I'm a little mad at myself for getting hit there, but life goes on. Come on, a deal with the devil. Come on, let's go. I think we could make a pretty good case for Burnt Penny over Lucky Toe. I mean, here, you gotta... I mean, I kind of want to take... Shouldn't have done that. What is happening? Okay, start small here. Good lord. Well, I guess I will be taking Guppy's hairball. Because I walked into it by accident. Yeah, that wasn't really my game plan. I wanted to take both, but I didn't have the HP required to do so. Life goes on. I'm not... Like, Sack Dagger is a much better item, but admittedly, Guppy's hairball could be better eventually. For right now, it's not, but... Do we have an arcade? We do. That's what I was hoping for when I took Burnt Penny. It's not really a point... Oh, careful with the mushrooms and the sulfuric tears. It's not really a points thing. We did get Demon Baby out of KB and Conception, by the way. You know? It hurts being so right all the time. We don't have a blood bank, so it's kind of difficult for us to make the move there. To play a blood bank and then, I don't know, hope that we get bombs out of it. And by kind of difficult, I mean like literally just the incorrect answer. Stop! Okay, you're dead. I'm gonna double up for this boss. And it was a sensible decision because he's a jerk. Double Little Brim, double Incubus. They do a lot of work. We do have to be careful, though. Careful's not the right word. Being careful in Isaac will often get you killed. And I think this is true about life. Should be cautious. Now that I think about it, Oh, I thought I could sneak past you. I'm pretty sure those words are, like, literally synonymous. And they love each other so. Synonymous. We're gonna... I'm happy for the Spirit Heart. We're gonna hold off for now. But I will admit... Blank card is beautiful. All I'll say, like... to the counterpoint there... is that, it's a lot easier... to do Boss Rush, which is possibly gonna be, like... Where did you come from? Did that seriously come from Burnt Penny? Alright, well, like, I'm not too mad, except for the fact I'm just gonna be honest with you. See you later. You did that. Never forget that you did that. I didn't do that. You did that, Burnt Penny. Yep. I was about a millimeter away from destruction there. Now we should be careful. I don't know if careful and cautious have a meaningful distinction between the two, but we should definitely be careful. Whichever one gives us a better chance of survival. Oh, let's actually go. So we're probably going to take the Hierophant and Blank card. And it's not going to give us any doubling. Just be careful not to, like, die in the meantime. We at least want to use, like, all the battery charges at our disposal right now.
The Hierophant. The Hierophant.
There's another battery charge back here. That's so nice. And then there's a sack over there, but it might not be worth it. I think we just roll like this for now. We could at least get 2 more Spirit Hearts for the rest of the floor. It's really like a 10 out of 10 save to get the Hierophant there. Which I always pronounce strangely. Please stop. 2 of clubs. Sure, it just took me up. Wheel of Fortune, just blow it up. Hoping to get some sacks. Been so long, I'm glad to be back. Now, once we have full HP, which we're now lucky enough to be at that level, I'm just going to drop another 4 Spirit Hearts down here just in case. We're going to go back, and we're going to take Box of Friends. And the reason, sincerely, is for Boss Rush. We just went from 1 HP to 16 HP. Admittedly, 4 of it's being carried in surplus right now. But without really having any consequence whatsoever, except for, like, being very close to death. No! Stop! So now, I'm like, we don't need HP for a little while, ideally. We can focus on being a little bit more aggressive offensively, which, I mean, I'm not even using the item, admittedly, but one day I will. Yeah, we want these so we can play like a blood bank. Okay, we gotta go quickly now. Let me see what's going on in this Skype group here. Nothing? Dude, I would love to... I'm gonna be honest with you, at the risk of making this a DAE segment. I kind of love Microsoft. And I want to preface this by saying that I used to be a huge Xbox fanboy back when I was like 12. Well, no, back when I was like 14. I owned a PlayStation 2. It was a great device, especially in hindsight. Like, I loved it. But part of the reason I did not like my PlayStation 2 as much as I probably should have is when I bought it, I skimped out on buying first-party controllers and memory cards, and I went for the, like, $10 cheaper generic version, and it was an extreme bummer, because, like, before, I don't know if you've ever used you probably have. It's not like it's an ancient device, but if you've never used, let's put it that way, a PlayStation 1 or a PlayStation 2, they had, like, memory cards, which were essentially external storage devices. Oh, please, keep talking dirty to me with that, you know, ISO 9001 official name for what these are. The point is, though, okay, you're slandering me. They didn't have internal storage. Or at least, I mean, they didn't have an internal hard drive. They obviously had, like, internal memory, but the point is, you'd have to buy, like, a $30, $40, $50 memory card to be able to save games. You know, if you wanted to play exhibition games in Madden for the rest of your life, you could do it without buying a memory card, but I wouldn't recommend it. You know, it's not like it's not the canonical way to experience that console. Please just go faster so you can make it to boss rush, you madman. One more play. Alright, let's go. Well, you know, there was you could buy the Sony one, but you're like, 50 bucks for 8 megabytes? That's only marginally crazy in this day and age. So instead I bought, like, this freaking, I don't know, I don't want to slander the company without remembering their name. I think it was Playtech or something like that. Not Playtex, that's a completely different thing. And, you had to put, no joke, like, you would turn on the PlayStation, and then you would insert, this was on PS1 now that I think about it, you would pop the top of it, and then you'd insert this little mini disc while the drive was still spinning, and it would access your save file that you, like, navigated to. And then, oh, you know what? We're gonna get Bookworm here, which is very nice. And then I assume, like, it cached the data from the save file, and then it just imported it into the game when it booted up somehow. It was a piece of junk. Just, that's why, like, in this day and age, I mean, first off, we live in an era now where you can just read reviews, so it must be nice. Secondly, I always buy first party. If first party is well respected, I always buy first party. I don't see what you are, is the thing. I think one of them is holy water? No, it's not even 2 items, it's just 1 item. Alright, we gotta go very quickly here. We probably want to take a teleport card, if we can find one. So let's work our way down towards what I assume is the boss. But anyway, oh, okay. I bought an Xbox, the original Xbox. I'm gonna resist the Xbox One joke, you know. Either way. It came with Halo, great game. Amped, it was a snowboarding game. That game was not very good. But as soon as I got this console, I was like, this is amazing. It's an incredible console. Like 99% of my gaming in that generation after getting the Xbox was on the Xbox. I loved it. The gaming division of Microsoft now, I'm not a big fan of at all. I have an Xbox One. I understand my experience is atypical, so I'm not trying to slander the company, but I bought an Xbox One at launch, and it's not bad. It's actually just literally broken. If you ever watch Roundtable, you'll follow the saga. Oh man, there is a teleport, or sorry, there is a self-sacrifice room. So we gotta find a way to teleport, man. Otherwise, we should skip boss rush to do the self-sacrifice room, and I don't really want to do that. It literally, it fails on boot about 75% of the time I turn it on. I press the power button, it spins up for like 30 seconds, and then it pops up something on the screen that says, if this problem persists, please hold down the power button for 10 seconds to do a hard reset or something like that, and then start it again. And I have to do this every single time, like if we want to watch Netflix on the Xbox One. It's just a piece of junk. But anyway, I really like Microsoft. Where was I going with this?
Judge.
Dude, I need you to... We got serious problems. I need to be able to teleport. If I can't teleport, what's better? Doing boss rush or not doing boss rush? Like... Please? Cards? Sorry. Like, at this point, I'm just gonna be honest with you. We might not even be able to kill Mom in time. Let's go! Okay, we have to go now. I'm gonna pop this, even though I'd prefer to save it for the start of boss rush. Life comes at you fast, dude. Life comes at you freaking fast. If it's Krampus, it's Krampus. It's not Krampus. Take it, don't even think about it. Just grab it. Get the heck in there. Okay, so this all worked out. It's a tiers upgrade, which is nice. Alright, so we have to do boss rush. We're not teleporting out. It's amazing how one single card just changed everything there. Now, I mean, the run is still, like, almost over. But we got a lot of, like, future potential. I really think that I've taken a lot of dumb damage on this run. I almost died, and we're still probably going to end up with a decent rank. Just by virtue of the fact that I'm going to have ticked all the boxes. But apart from that, I do, apart from the fact that my Xbox One is garbage, I do like Microsoft. Is it because of, I know you're thinking right now, please don't be because of some stupid programming reasons. But it is kind of like, I really like .NET, I really like C#. I like Microsoft software, and I like Windows, even though I know I should be using Linux maybe. Definitely, but I like Microsoft products, man. This video is sponsored by Microsoft. I'm gonna have to edit out that part where I said that the Xbox One is a hunk of trash. Whoops. No, it's not actually sponsored by I wish I didn't have to say it. I probably don't for the vast majority of people, but yeah, I used to be like a big-time Xbox fanboy. The 360 is probably like my most played console of all time. Certainly as an adult, my most played console of all time. Just by virtue of the fact that it had, you know, Guitar Hero 2 and 3, and then all of the Rock Bands up to Rock Band 4. That's like a couple thousand hours of gameplay in college, probably. Embarrassingly. Or not. So what are we looking at on this run? Well, I mean, it's actually like really good once you get about 5 waves into boss rush and you start just having an impenetrable wall of despair and destruction. Prior to that, it's not bad. Please explode. Like, you got him. Thank you. It's not bad, but it's not quite like a, you know, play this daily immediately. I'm having fun with this daily, but I think one of the big reasons I'm having fun with this daily is the fact that it seemed so unlikely that we were going to be able to make it all the way. And then here we are. Let me rephrase. Looks like we made it. And guess how long it's been now, baby. This is a song by Shania. Gotta change the words so I don't get sued, yeah. Lettuce, bacon, and a sesame seed bun are the ingredient. Okay, this is going too far. I was gonna turn that into an ad for McDonald's at some point, because apparently I'm just a corporate shill. And now he used to play indie games, now he starts every episode talking about how much he loves Microsoft. Hey, I've been using my Sony PlayStation 4 Pro lately. I have no idea if that's a good device. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills in this industry. I know there was a video where I went on a long tangent about this. And I'm having conversations with people about Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is probably like once or twice a year I'll put in this much time in a AAA game this quickly, but I have like 25 hours in Monster Hunter in a week or, you know, 10 days or something like that. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time for anybody, but it's a lot of time for me. It's out of the norm for me, let's put it that way. I love it. I think it's a fantastic game with some unique usability quirks that I just want to grab whoever designed it at Capcom and friggin' shake them by the shoulders and be like, why would you make it so you can't play story missions with your friends until you've both seen the cutscenes, leading to situations where you both go into the mission, watch the cutscene, one of you quits, the other one fires an SOS flare. Like, it's just, it blows my mind. Anyway, hopefully that's been patched out by the time this video goes live, because it's one of those things where I'm like, the rest of the game is beautiful, it's a work of art. This is absolutely idiotic. But anyway, and people, they ask me questions. I'm playing it on the PS4 Pro. They go, what's the frame rate like? What's the resolution like? Does it output in HDR to the 4K TV and blah blah blah? And I'm like, I hunt monsters. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what the FOV is in the HDR post processing. I know, maybe I should because I work in the industry, but I don't, okay? I don't know what any of this means. Basil. I like hunting monsters and the mechanics are strong and I don't know, I don't have a PhD in image processing with a specialization on the OpenGL pipeline, okay? I just like hunting monsters! If you like playing video games without knowing the technical specs in 2018, you're a friggin' shill! Is this a Hierophant? It is, okay.
The Hierophant.
Oh, sorry, the Hierophant. Step on it, boys. I think that we should spend a little bit more time exploring this floor. A couple of reasons. One is we can. The secondary reason is we'd like to have some more HP for when we go down to the blue womb. Because if we don't, we're gonna die, probably. So, yeah, let's, I mean, be smart. This ended up being a fun daily, and I mean that in the most sincerest, oh, you jerk, in the most sincere sense of the word. Wow, I am actually dead. Why would you? I don't really know what to say. I kind of screwed myself. Well, we have to step on the thing to go down, so, alright, hold up. Your boy is an idiot. I think I'm just gonna leave, because I took 3 hits on a room in which I should have taken 0, so, my self-confidence is at, like, an all-time low, but here's what I'm thinking. We go down to the next floor. We have good cards. High Priestess is probably our best option here, huh? We'll go down to the next floor. Get a bunch of points just for teleporting. So we're already, like, we've secured our position. We could have died on the last floor and lost out on everything. This is what I was hoping for. Spirit Hearts, selfishly a guppy item would also be amazing, but, you know what? Hey, it's not too bad. We have a great excuse to, rush through. And that excuse is that if we don't, we could die. We could still die by rushing, but it's not really rushing. It's more like not taking the scenic route. I would also like to say, for all the positives on this run, which are myriad, we still kind of lacking a little in the damage department, and that's not me suggesting the run is bad, because I mean we got Succubus, we got Incubus, we got a little Brim bringing it home for us, you know, we got Box of Friends in a lot of, oh my god, in a lot of situations. However, the flies, my dude, the flies, we very nearly ate it there. We don't have the kind of damage that's really inspiring. Hey, I know I took Little Harbinger or whatever the heck it's called, but can you please just frig off with the exploding flies that I have to watch like they're my own child? The amount of supervision is absurd. Thank you for the HP. I appreciate it. A great deal. Oh, you've saved me. We only have 2 luck, but still. This is extremely good, potentially at least. Oh, okay, maybe not. Well, we got a little hushy. More like a little rushy in this case. Hush, hush, that I heard you calling my name now. Hush, hush. Super armor compromising the game mechanics. Hush. You like Hush? Another. Oh, I got hit by an exploding fly. I think. Another song from. Okay, Guitar Hero 2. But also, oh, there's Explosivo that hit me probably. Also used to great effect in Spec Ops: The Line. That's right. You're talking to an intellectual. You know what? I think I need it, unfortunately. Now that was actually strong. I'm actually concerned about whether or not we're going to be able to kill Hush. Well, obviously we're able. I should say, you know, what is the likelihood of us killing Hush? And by Hush, I mean the lamb. I don't know, with 2.5 HP, I feel like it's not that bad. But, you know, we're gonna be using Box of Friends. It worked. I had to kind of nut up at the final moment there. I wish I didn't, because then I wouldn't have had to use the expression, nut up! Easy money. This room stinks, dude! Whatever gave us that red heart when we got hit, I love you. So I think the ticket is, obviously, like, dodging is incredibly important. And the secondary importance is sticking as many Explosivo shots on as many enemies as possible as quickly as you can. He's dead already. Okay, we made it. It was easy. 33,000. Hey, we're 87. That's not bad. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.